And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Room here to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. If you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 2nd down, Swift. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here's the sneak with Wilson. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Decision time, opening drive here. What would you do?
There is no decision for me. I'm the visitor. I'm on the road. I've moved the ball downfield. I've got momentum. I'm going for it right here. Look at that play sheet. Pick out your best play.
And even if you don't get it, then your defense is going to have a really good situation on the other side.
Exactly.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Carter, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Going deep here for Watkins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jets at 11-3 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Another run here with Dobbins to about the 48-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28.
97.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. J.J. J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 3, second down. He'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. J.K. Dobbins with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Washington now brings this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Jets.
That was a special return, And it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So on 4th down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those Cardinals.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kylen Granson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Washington now brings this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now Dobbins again on second down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A quick throw, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. Touchdown, Jets! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Washington now brings this out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive first. And he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Desmond Ridder
Scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field.
Well, so much for the first down.
And they coulda, woulda, shoulda had a first down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They did not.
Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marquise Bell in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now it's Wilson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Swift. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. DeAndre Swift. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get him the completion.
On third down, Wilson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Second and 5 now. Wilson. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Once again, it's Swift. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one, second and goal now.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll run with Swift. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Wilson on the keeper, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Okay, great.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
McCann for the point after.
And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes? Oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.